A world without governments, would it lead to chaos or freedom? Imagine all government buildings and institutions simply dissolving into thin air. At first, people might be confused about what's happening. This confusion could quickly turn to excitement as people realize they're free from government control. But soon, worry might set in as people face the realities of a world without central authority. Without police, some criminals might celebrate their newfound freedom. Public services would deteriorate, with roads breaking down and garbage piling up. Without regulations, factories might increase pollution with no consequences. But it's not all negative. People might form voluntary communities, working together by choice rather than coercion. Direct democracy could flourish, with people making decisions through town meetings and consensus. Private innovation might solve problems traditionally handled by government. Everyday situations like traffic would become a humorous challenge. Without traffic lights, drivers would need to figure out new ways to avoid collisions. The fundamental question becomes, who makes the rules now? Without government, society would need to rethink how order is maintained. A world without governments presents us with two dramatic possibilities. On one side, a utopian vision where voluntary cooperation leads to harmony and freedom. On the other, a dystopian nightmare of chaos and breakdown. Which outcome is more likely? That depends on deeper questions about human nature itself. Let's explore how society might evolve without government structures over time. In the power vacuum that follows, various groups would try to take control. Corporations might evolve into mini-states, with CEOs as kings wearing ridiculous crowns, making policy decisions based on profit margins. Neighborhood watch groups could transform into local militias with over-the-top uniforms and self-appointed authority. Religious organizations might expand their influence, filling the moral authority gap left by government. Human brains are wired to crave structure and authority. We have a natural need for social hierarchy, predictable rules, and security through belonging to a group. Without formal government, people might create their own bizarre rules and systems. Some communities might decide that Tuesdays are for walking backwards, others might settle all disputes with rock, paper, scissors, and some might require joke-telling before any transaction. Without government, a fundamental question emerges. Is human nature inherently cooperative or competitive? Some philosophers argue we're naturally cooperative, pointing to communities that work together to build shared resources and solve problems collectively. Others contend we're primarily competitive, suggesting that without formal regulation, resource conflicts would lead to turf wars and power struggles. Looking at our world without governments would reveal a patchwork of different community solutions. Zooming in, we'd see some communities thriving with innovative social structures, while others struggle with conflict and resource management. This highlights the unpredictable nature of such a radical change to human organization, with outcomes as diverse as humanity itself.